Now it should be live for both vertical and horizontal. I believe I have the microphone plugged in, so it should be working. I think we are all clear to go. Have microphone on. Got the... Okay. Both lives, I believe, are good. Okay. There we go. And there we go. Hello, cats. Welcome. Welcome in. Okay. Gonna load up Pokemon Champions. Decided to not go with Pokemon Pokopia this time, but that's mostly because this season for Pokemon Champions is coming to an end here soon, the ranked season, so gotta stay up to date with that, of course. Zach, welcome in. Okay. Here we go. Okay, we're gonna try and climb a little bit here. We gotta get prepared for the season. Let's recruit real quick just in case. So we're gonna right now. I'm hoping for a Wash Rotom. I don't know if I'll get it though. Roster info. Rank right now, I am Ultra Ball in both singles and doubles, but I forget which number it is of Ultra Ball. I want to say I'm Ultra Ball 3 in doubles and Ultra Ball 2 in singles, I think. Okay, so there's no... Oh, there is Wash Rotom in this. I'll try it. Welcome, Lisa. Let's see what lineup we get. It's... Okay. So, of this lineup, I'm already kind of leaning a Azumarill just to keep with us. Not a whole lot of other options here. And I don't have a Azumarill in my boxes yet, so we'll do a permanent recruitment of Azumarill. Add that little Pokemon to the party. But we will not be... We recruited a Azumarill, but we're not using a Azumarill, but that's okay. Okay. Let's head back. All right, let's get into it. Without further delay, let's see what trouble we get into this time. Okay, ranked battles. We only have 6 days left of this ranked season, so once this season ends... Oh, I'm a liar. I thought it was higher in doubles. I swear, I thought it was already in Ultra Ball. Okay, I got Ultra Ball mixed up with single battles. So, let's just keep climbing. I guess I haven't been grinding enough on doubles, but that's kind of the one I've been wanting to get a little more into, so... rather than singles, but we'll see. We shall see. Okay, what do we got? Seeing 2 dark types. Obviously, we start Espathra with Focus Sash and Sableye with Focus Band. Sylveon, almost always, for the most part in the meta right now, I feel like Sylveon almost always goes pretty great into most matchups. We have to hope, though, that they don't bring in a poison type, obviously. Otherwise, in the back, I think a good setup here. Couple ground types, so probably not Victory Bell. Probably Dragonite. I'm thinking Dragonite. I don't think they have a lot of answers for Dragonite, honestly. Okay. Okay, we got all 4 in. Connor, welcome. Glad you could join from so far away. Okay, let's see. Who do they start out with? They started with Hawlucha and Excadrill. All right. Now, if you don't know what this strategy is, I actually stole it from someone. But essentially, it's a pretty uncommon one, so it's definitely against the meta right now. What you do is you actually protect with Espathra turn 1. Sableye actually goes into Gravity turn 1. For the most part, people don't target Sableye. They actually target Espathra a lot, is what I've seen. Okay, so they're going to Mega Evolve Hawlucha. I don't know what Mega Evolved Hawlucha's speed stat is. Kaylee, welcome. Hopefully... Okay, Gravity there. Hawlucha... Entrainment. Okay. That's pretty annoying, because I already know what's going to happen. So now Excadrill can use Fissure. Thankfully, we protected. Now, we're not going to let Fissure happen here, because it is an instant KO here, so you got to be careful. It's pretty dangerous. We actually are going to outspeed Excadrill, which is good, so we can actually... we can Hypnosis Excadrill since we have Gravity, so it doesn't miss. We could also use Sableye to disable that, so that immediately just, like, kills their entire strategy there to try and just one-shot everything. You know, I'm feeling the disable right now, but I could also just switch out, knowing that Excadrill will probably fall asleep. And we could switch out into Sylveon, and we can just start hyper voicing into them. If Hawlucha hits me with a fighting... I don't think he would hit me with a fighting move. It was Sableye the last turn. What am I talking about? He wouldn't have used a fighting move. Yeah, Thunder Punch. That's fine. Excadrill's asleep, so they can't no-hit KO me right now. So... we could Lumina Crash, but we could also just Hypnosis, honestly. The Hawlucha. If they probably won't switch out. They could switch out, actually, because I put in Sylveon. Your favorite Pokemon is Appleton, so you use it? That's awesome. I love when people use their favorite Pokemon in Pokemon Champions, just because it's like, anybody can use the strongest Pokemon, but I think it's cool when people actually use the... Oh my gosh, of course he wakes up. But it's cool when people actually use, like, their favorites. Hypnosis the Excadrill. I can't believe he woke up. We're going to have to take it out, obviously. Can't just let him use Fissure with Hawlucha's Mega ability. So he got the one-hit KO on Sylveon there, which is really annoying. But we're not going to let that happen here. We're going to put Hawlucha back... Or not Hawlucha. We're going to put Excadrill back to sleep. So Excadrill cannot use Fissure with Mega Hawlucha's ability. Now, Fire Blast. Excadrill has Focus Sash, which is fine. Espathra outspeeds Excadrill, so we can just attack it first thing next turn. So that's what we're going to do. Actually, we could Dazzling Gleam. And then we actually get super effective damage on Hawlucha. And we could also Ice Beam. Nice, nice. Thank you all for joining. I mean, that's awesome. Got the whole gang watching. Okay, we take out that pesky Excadrill that had entrainment, so it had Hawlucha's ability, but now they're going to have to play a little bit of catch-up because Hawlucha was asleep for a couple turns, but we're going to Ice Beam it. So... I'm not really sure what their strategy is after this. Not sure. They're only going to have 2 Pokemon left, and I kind of just destroyed their whole gimmick to begin the battle. Hannah, welcome. Everybody's here tonight. It's awesome. Thank you. Okay. So we still have... Oh, we do not still have gravity. That's unfortunate. So what we're actually going to do is we're actually going to protect to allow this switch in for Sableye. Now, when we switch in Sableye, we can use gravity again. Hopefully they don't take out Sableye. Let's see, let's see. I'm going to use Foul Play into Espathra. Womp womp. Okay, Dragon Tail on the Sableye. That's annoying. So, we couldn't get gravity out there. We could actually just swap out Espathra now for Sableye, just to not put it in harm's way. We do outspeed everyone, so we could just see if a... I don't think a Dazzling Gleam would take out 100% Umbreon, though. We could Dazzling Gleam, and we could actually... Oh my gosh, does Dragonite... Dragonite has to outspeed Umbreon, right? I'm pretty sure Dragonite outspeeds Umbreon. If we... You know what? We might as well just extreme speed into it. We're gonna extreme speed into Umbreon. Yikes. 87. I don't know if this is enough. Not even close. Umbreon is beefy. But it's kind of funny they foul played into the... And then they Dragon Tailed into Espathra. Interesting. So that's going to put Sableye out, which is good, because now we can actually gravity again. W's in the chat, thank you. Okay. We just got Sableye into the battle, so we could fake out just for fun. Fake out into the Garchomp, knowing that they'll probably attack again. And let's just... You know what? We might as well just Draco Meteor into him, honestly. Beefy. Umbreon was super beefy. It totally ate that attack earlier. Like, it did not flinch. The graphics look cool. Yeah, the Pokemon Champions graphics do look really good compared to some of the regular games that we've seen recently. They did put some work into this game, which is nice. L ads. The foul play doesn't even take out Sableye there, even though it's super effective. I'm not really sure what this person's going to do now. Because we're going to disable... Wait, no, we can't disable their dark type. We're going to gravity for fun. And then we're just going to... We could just... We might as well just attack, honestly. So we're just going to attack. Okay, who comes up? Let's see. How much can we do? From 74% to 56. I guess I reduced my special attack a lot. But honestly, we're still in a pretty good spot, because what we can just do now that we have gravity back again is we can Hypnosis with Espathra, and then their only Pokemon is going to be asleep. So, we're going to do exactly that. We are going to Hypnosis. And honestly, Fire Blast. It's a 110 damage move, but we could just Draco Meteor again, I guess. We'll see how much that Draco Meteor does in comparison. Okay, not as much as I thought. So we get out the Hypnosis on Umbreon. There's really not a whole lot they can do at this point. Shiny Umbreon is one of the best shinies. Absolutely. It's not only the best evolution shiny, it's just like one of the best shinies out there. All the blue, like the blue and black combo just looks really sick. And it's even like light blue too, so it's not even something you commonly see. Well, that should do it. W's. Big W's. We're moving up the ranks. Down goes Umbreon. They tried to use a little gimmick on me there. They tried to use the one-hit KO move of Fissure that couldn't miss because they got entrainment from the Mega Hawlucha. But that didn't really matter, so we just kind of dealt with that by putting them to sleep. There's nothing they could do, really. Oh, we're on a 3-win streak. 3 dubs. So, okay. Let's keep going. We're at Great Ball Tier 1. I didn't realize we weren't in Ultra Ball yet. Whoops. Oh, yeah. Let's see, let's see. Okay, okay. They have... Let's see. GG's. Flying. You got 2 flying types. They got some steel, some dark. They got a kind of a weird team here. Obviously, we're starting Espathra Sableye. A couple steel types, so it's a little scary putting Sylveon into this team. And really, the only 2 Pokemon that Sylveon is super effective against is the Sinistcha and the Tyranitar. I mean, it could be good if they do put in Tyranitar to have Sylveon. I guess I'll put in Sylveon. Victreebel or Dragonite? Honestly, with the Steel types too and the Ground type, I feel like Victreebel doesn't really work in this matchup either, but the Fire Blast from Dragonite that can't miss is pretty nice to have. A couple Rock types though, so I don't know. We'll go Dragonite. I'm not totally confident about that. They do have Wash Rotom too, which can be annoying, especially for Dragonite, but we'll see. Okay. Well, this guy's on a 4-win streak. I'm on a 3-win streak. Somebody's streak has to come to an end here. Unfortunate to see that, but hopefully it's not us. Sandstream Tyranitar. We're going to protect, and we're going to use Gravity. So every turn 1 is basically the same. So not a whole lot of thinking that has to go into that. Because for the most part, so many people attack Espathra, which is good. Because I think they think Espathra is going to attack, but I never attack the first turn. Okay, Tailwind. That's annoying. So hopefully they don't outspeed Espathra. I do get the speed boost though. They have Tailwind, so I don't know the math on that. I have a bad feeling they might outspeed right now. Gravity makes it so that no moves miss, and flying types are no longer flying types, so they can get hit by ground moves. I mean, they still have the typing, but they can actually get hit by ground. So if Tyranitar used Earthquake here, he would actually... Aerodactyl would actually get hit by it. Might be an early switch here. But we'll switch into Dragonite. This feels like a tough matchup. Anytime I face a Tailwind matchup, it's hard. Hopefully we don't flinch. Yeah, they do outspeed. Not good. Tailwind matchups are so hard for this team because I can't double protect with Espathra. Yeah, that's true. You can't use Fly and you can't use Bounce either. Okay, let's see here. Well, this is going to be a hard one to save. This is going to be a really hard one to save. We're going to have to Ice Beam. I wonder if they go Mega Aerodactyl. They haven't gone Mega yet, though, so I feel like they won't. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? I keep forgetting that I can't use Disable on Dark type. Oh my goodness, yeah. The Sandstream gives them boosted speed, and then the Tailwind also gives them boosted speed. So this is a matchup that is like almost impossible. Yeah, there's nothing we can do about this one. Tough, very tough matchup. Just with the archetype of this team. Okay. Just Hyper Voice, because at this point we're desperate and can't really do much about this. So we didn't even need the Quick Claw. Tyranitar was already going first. So didn't really matter. If he uses Rock Slide here, we might actually get an attack off. Wow, what do you know? Oh, I flinched. Well, that's a GG. Okay, we're gonna have to move on to the next battle. Tailwind Sandstream, it outspeeds, so there's not anything Espathra can really do about that. I basically need it so that the first turn... Sometimes I can get away with going into a Tailwind matchup, but when they get the Sandstream from Tyranitar as well, they just have too much speed. And Tyranitar is obviously Dark type, so just basically one-hit KOs Espathra. Okay, this is looking like a better matchup to go into. I knew that last team was going to be trouble. So, okay. They don't have much of an answer for Sylveon other than Venusaur, so if we take Dragonite into Venusaur, they could be in trouble. We're running a lot of the same team here, but I haven't found a whole lot of matchups. I will occasionally use Victory Bell. I basically never use Basque Legion. But yeah, I think Victory Bell is very just like specific teams that I see. Very heavy, like for some reason I'll occasionally see teams where they just have a ton of water types. So they might be running like a rain team where it could be useful to have Victory Bell, but GG's on the last one. Tough matchup. I will be interested in what their Sableye is going to do. Because, not sure. What name is this game? This is Pokemon Champions, currently out on the Nintendo Switch. It will be coming to mobile here pretty soon. Okay, Protect Gravity here. Hello, Deku, welcome. Okay, they attack into Espathra. We're gonna use Gravity. And they use Hyper Voice. Okay. Interesting. Hyper Voice. Okay. We are not PC, not at the moment, not that I believe. It would be cool if it did, though. I don't know if they've made any mention of bringing it to PC, but I feel like they should. I mean, I guess we'll just Hypnosis. into that spot and switch Sableye out for Sylveon. We'll see what their answer is for this. Hi, welcome. Oh, I actually got 2 protects off. No way. Oh, no way. They forced an Encore into a Espathra, but I used... Oh my gosh. That is crazy. Okay, well, if they're just going to do Encore into that spot, that'd be kind of annoying. We could swap it out, actually, into Sableye. If they might just do another Encore. But so we're just going to Hyper Voice. We could Moonblast into Sableye, but I think Hyper Voice should be pretty solid here. Okay, they withdrew. That's unfortunate. We could have kept Espathra in. Ah, that's really annoying. But at least we get a Hyper Voice into Charizard. Now, because we switched Sableye in, they're probably going to attack with Charizard, so we could actually fake out the Charizard. The only problem is that we're kind of wasting gravity. But what the heck? We'll fake out the Charizard. We will... Hyper Voice is 90, Moonblast is 95. But we do get... I don't know. Maybe we just Moonblast into that second spot. Just to try and take out a... Or we can Moonblast... Nah. We'll Moonblast into that spot. We'll see what happens. Make a Charizard, as I thought. They're probably going to attack, so should get a free fake out here. Yup. Hyper Voice. Ah, Sableye just barely didn't survive it there. That's unfortunate. So this will be the last turn of Gravity, unfortunately. But that's okay. We took out Aurorus. So this next turn, we put in Espathra, but I don't think we outspeed. So that's really unfortunate. Okay, if they put in Venusaur, and we have Harsh Sunlight up, and we Fire Blast into that, Venusaur is cooked. Literally. I don't know. Maybe Espathra is the better move there. It's the last turn of Gravity, though, so I can't put anyone to sleep now. So that's a little unfortunate. But I do get one free Fire Blast, basically, where it is guaranteed to not miss. So we'll Mega Evolve Fire Blast into the Sableye, honestly. I just don't want to deal with that. And, do we Psychic? I think we Psychic. Sylveon's probably going to die, though. But we'll see. I assume Mega Charizard is probably going to Heat Wave. Unfortunate. They knew I was going to attack there, so... Yeah, Heat Wave as expected. Okay, Dragonite took that Heat Wave pretty well, so it can probably take another. Unfortunately, that does prevent the last turn of Gravity. I'm going to pass Espathra. I assume Sableye will go into that spot, but I don't know. We could Draco Meteor, but they still have another Pokemon. So that's a little scary. Ice Beam. I don't know. Do we Draco Meteor into? That might be the only way we take it out, right? We can at least get a turn of Protect here. So Espathra can get a speed boost. But Sableye, unfortunately, can then make us do an Encore. But we will at least not take anything from this heat wave. Okay. Let's see what Dragonite can do. I mean, this should take out Mega Charizard. Unfortunately, that drops our special attack by 2. So we're gonna see where this puts us. Foul play. Oh, Dragonite survives. Okay. I assume Sableye would have to use Encore into Espathra so that I have to protect. And then... So... Oh, this is not good. This is bad. Primarina is not good. It's unfortunate. We're going to try Lumina Crash. Let's see. Can we somehow make this clutch? Nope. It's going to be an Encore with the Protect. Do I get a double Protect? Nope. That's annoying. Hopefully we can take this Sableye out. Not going to be enough. Oh, no. They do have a berry. Nope. Yeah, I think the early stage of the game could have gone better. Obviously, we kind of needed Espathra in. I feel like Espathra maybe would have been the better switch in earlier. Let's... well, yeah, I can't really do anything now. So... Nice. Just because. Yeah, I can't really do anything. So. I mean, Encore is the last turn. So. Could you imagine I actually got another Protect? Just delays the whole game. This is come back. I don't know. This one's gonna be tough. There's not much I can do about this one. I think it's putting Espathra in earlier would have actually helped. Holds on with Focus Sash. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna have to go into the next one. Would it be easy to play as a beginner? Definitely in the early stages it can be easy. As you climb the ranks, obviously, like the battles will get harder and harder. We're gonna see why I'm rank 50 there. I think that's the... Okay, that's the thing here. But yeah, as a beginner, I mean, it's gonna be... You're going to have some easier battles as you do just like the simple setup battles as you're training. But as you face like real people, the battles definitely get harder and harder as you climb. So it'll get pretty tough. Let's see here. Do you prefer Mega Charizard X or Y? X. Y. Copy. Start poll. We'll see what happens. I've never done a poll before, but I'm kind of curious. I'll try it. I'll try it on mobile. We'll see what happens. It's loading, though. 0%, whatever that means. Oh, never mind. Oh, it's not loading. Okay. I see. Let's see. Can I only do one poll at a time? Oh, wait. No, I think I can do one on mobile and one on desktop. Is that true? I think it's working. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I think it's working now. Okay. 100% votes for X. Nice. Oh, my cam went out. Yeah. I need to figure out a way in the camera settings to actually get this thing to stay on. It's kind of annoying. I'll press the button again. Womp. Okay. Into the next battle. We gotta play a little more smart here. Okay. Back with the Espathra team. Let's see here. Okay. Here we go. Palafin. Interesting. I wonder if they start with that. Then they have Gengar. This is an interesting team. Sylveon and Hydreigon. Aggron, Beedrill. I wonder if it's Mega Beedrill. Sylveon doesn't necessarily go great into this matchup, except for the fact that I would definitely want to have it for Hydreigon. However, I could fight Hydreigon with Dragonite. Tough call. They also have Sylveon, which is kind of annoying. We could bring in Sylveon of ourselves. This is one where I'm almost tempted to bring in Victory Bell, because they don't have any ground types. We'll go the double megas. We'll go Dragonite Victory Bell here. Could be a bad call. We'll see. Let's see. Let's clutch this one up. we kind of have to. Okay, what do they start? Beedrill, Hydreigon. Okay. I assume it has to be Mega Beedrill. We're going to protect. And we're going to Gravity. We'll be curious what they use. So, do they Mega Beedrill here? I would assume they have to, right? What do they do? Hydreigon used Taunt. And Beedrill used X-Scissor. Okay. Now we do outspeed Hydreigon. So we can actually Hypnosis here so that he can't make us Taunt. We could also... Nah, I think we'll switch out Sableye. This is a pretty safe matchup for Dragonite. Looks like we might go Mega with Dragonite instead of Mega Victory Bell. I usually prefer to go Mega Victory Bell, but whenever I bring both of them in, but we'll see. We get the Hypnosis, and then we can probably get a good move off here. Espathra, hopefully... Okay, we did not get poisoned there, thankfully. Kind of surprised they didn't Mega the Beedrill. I'm thinking here... We could Dazzling Gleam. We could also... hopefully Hydreigon doesn't wake up, though. Now, we'll Lumina Crash, and we'll just Draco Meteor, honestly. Because then we can just switch out once I get the -2 special attack. Okay, yeah. We got Mega Dragonite. We got Lumina Crash. One hits the Beedrill. Oh my gosh. That was only an 80 power move. Yeah, I'm not really sure what their thinking was on this. They didn't switch anybody out. So, not sure on the decision making there on their part. They just kind of kept Beedrill in and didn't Mega Evolve. Kind of odd. Okay, so they have Palafin in the back, which also doesn't quite make sense, because usually you want to flip turn, so that turns into hero mode Palafin. So just some really questionable decisions going on here. Now, do we put Palafin to sleep, or do we put Gengar to sleep? I think we put Gengar to sleep, honestly, because he's way more of a threat than Palafin. And we can very safely switch out, I think, here to Victory Bell. I don't know if there's much they can do about Victory Bell. Unless Palafin has an ice move or something. Gengar is going to go to sleep. Palafin, what are you going to do? Agility? What? Okay. Interesting. Well, while Gengar's asleep, we might as well take advantage. We will Power Whip into the Palafin. I mean, I assume that would knock it out because it's not even in the hero mode. We one-shot the Gengar. Oh my goodness. Lumina Crash was disabled, but that's fine. We don't need it. Hell, other trainer. I'm not sure what they're doing. They should have flipped turn with Palafin the first turn, so then it would go into hero mode. So a lot of questionable decisions going on the other side right now. Okay, that was a pretty easy 4-0 right there. We needed a little bit of a comeback, you know, a little bit of an ego booster right there. So that's good. That's good. Get back on track. Not really sure what they were doing. But we'll take it. We'll take it. That's a dub. That at the end of the day, it's still all dubs count the same, right? So let's get ourselves into Ultra Ball tier. Let's do that. Let's see. Who do we get? It's coming to the end of the season here, so people got to make that last push to climb the ladder. Uh-oh. I see a couple Pokemon that outspeed us here, which is really annoying. And I see a Tailwind user. I don't like that. I don't like Tailwind users. That makes my strategy really hard. Sylveon, I feel like, is a pretty obvious choice here. And because they do have Incineroar and Charizard, that pretty much means we have to use Dragonite here, because Victory Bell is not going to cut it into Mega Charizard. They could Mega Lucario, I guess, or Mega Absol, but I doubt they bring Absol into this matchup. I just can't. I don't see that happening. W's in the chat. W's. Thank you. Yeah, got to keep the mind flowing. Got to stay hydrated. Exactly. If I'm dehydrated, I'm not thinking straight. They're taking a lot of time to think about what team to bring into my matchup. I'm not gonna lie. They're gonna run out of time. Oh, it looks like with 10 seconds left, they pick their team. Okay. Okay. Probably, I would assume Mega Lucario. Protect. Gravity. I assume Q-Tip is gonna use Tailwind. So that's kind of annoying. So we'll see. Oh, bye, cats. Thank you for joining. Okay, Absol joins. Kind of interesting they switched out into Absol from Lucario. Uh-oh. I see how this is going to go. They're going to maximize Absol's attack. Interesting. Okay, so they did not Tailwind, which is honestly fine by me because they can make Absol as powerful as they want because I'm just going to put them to sleep. So, so yeah. And we're going to switch to Sylveon. Feels like a pretty obvious choice here. We're just going to completely ignore their Q-tip for right now. Mega Absol. Okay, so it's not Mega Lucario. But I know they have Lucario in the back, so it can't Mega Evolve anymore. Uh-oh. Magic Bounce. That's unfortunate. That's not good. Okay, hopefully Absol attacks Espathra again. But I don't know if he will. Because Espathra will be asleep. And now they Tailwind. That's really unfortunate. It's too bad, because it could have been different types of Mega Absol. Obviously, there's a Z form as well. Not much Espathra can do, so I might as well just play it out. Okay, I'll be curious. Rock Slide. They're probably going for the flinch. Hopefully we don't flinch. Oh my gosh, the Tailwind is so unfortunate. Okay, not good. Not good, not good. Okay, okay. They're definitely going first, so... But we do have gravity. So we could do a couple different things here. You could Fire Blast or Ice Beam. I think we're going to want to Fire Blast. And then we're going to want to Fake Out, obviously. Okay, here we go, here we go. Right now we are Great Ball rank 1. So we Fake Out, which we needed badly. Moonblast into the Sableye. Interesting. Interesting they didn't go for Dragonite there. Okay. We take out Mega Absol. We could probably use Sableye now to okay, that's interesting. We're gonna have to Ice Beam, and we're also going to disable now into Q-tip. What is Sableye? Sableye's Prankster. Okay. So hopefully we can get this disable here. They might not use Moonblast. They might just predict the disable, but we'll see. I'm very curious. They're taking a long time here. They're taking a super long time. I hope they used Moonblast. Oh yes, they use Moonblast. Let's go. Crap. Just barely not enough. I don't know. Is that extreme speed territory? I don't know. Their Tailwind did peter out, but I already know that obviously Zoomies is going to be faster than us. We can maybe get away with it. No, we can't. They're dragon, or they're a ghost type. We have to use Ice Beam and hope to survive whatever they send our way here. Yeah, we'll see if this works. Okay, so they switched out into Lucario. That makes sense. Encore into you. Moonblast is disabled. Womp womp. So we get a free attack here on Lucario, which is actually insane. They're going to have to switch out Q-Tip. Kind of a funny sentence. We're going to Fire Blast. Wait. No, we're not going to Fire Blast. There's no gravity, so Fire Blast could miss. We're actually just going to Ice Beam. Do we Ice Beam into Q-Tip? I mean, that would be a crazy call, right? I think we do. And then I think we disable Lucario. What a call. What a call. Goodbye. See ya. Here we go. Zoomies is gone. It's literally just Mega Dragonite versus Lucario right now. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh wait. I totally forgot. Well, they can use Moonblast. We are gonna have to Fire Blast. And hope that it doesn't miss. Please don't miss. Please don't miss. Please, double fingers crossed. Please don't miss. Please. Please hit. Please. Oh my gosh. Wait, that's... Oh! Are you serious? A 10% chance of frozen? Are we for real right now? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, I think that probably would have done it. Because they had Tailwind. They had Tailwind, so we couldn't outspeed. We couldn't outspeed the actual Moonblast, so we would have got Moonblast the next turn. Oh my goodness. GG. Sheesh. Unbelievable. Well, I almost made a comeback. Almost. We were down 2 Pokemon early from Absol having the Magic Reflect ability or whatever it's called. Mega Absol. Didn't see it coming. I thought it was going to be Mega Lucario. Yeah, because then Espathra got Hypnosis, so that was really unfortunate. Oh, they got a lot of shinies. Look at that. It's one of the shiny team users. Okay, they have a lot of Pokemon that would be weak to fire. And quite a few that would be weak to Sylveon here. I assume Tailwind Mega Charizard? Maybe? Who do they start with? Frostlass and Tauros, okay. Let's see. What do they do? What do they do? Okay. Oh yeah, Great Ball 1. Sorry. What are they gonna do? Protect. Double protect. Okay. Everybody protects. Except for Sableye. Sableye could Encore here, but don't know if I want to do that. I mean, actually we could. Yeah, let's not Lumina Crash. Let's Hypnosis. And Encore the Tauros. Okay, so Mega Frostlass. It's gonna snow. What does Frostlass use? That's what I'm confused. But won't matter. They did protect first turn, so I'm not really sure what they were gonna do. Okay. Not sure why they forfeited so early, but okay. That was strange. What in the world? Okay, so Mega Frostlass. Still don't know what they would have done with that, but with a Tauros. Such an early forfeit there. They didn't even try. Okay. A lot of fire types. GG, that took like 2 seconds. GG. We're gonna... yeah. Farigiraf is a pain. But we do kind of need Sylveon for Incineroar. I'd be interested to see if they actually bring Torkoal out. Mega Charizard X is winning over Mega Charizard Y. Nice. And that's in both polls too. That is in mobile and desktop poll. Oops. Okay. Let's see, what does this guy have? Farigiraf and Incineroar. That's super annoying. The double annoying combo. Well, we're definitely going to protect with this Espathra here. And, we should fake out the Incineroar just for fun. But we won't. We could get chip damage from it, but we're going to go Gravity. See, I knew he was going to fake out, so we could have faked out the fake out. What does Farigiraf use? Trick Room, yup. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go last, so that's not good. Might have to honestly switch out from the Incineroar. Does he use a dark move? Maybe. Let's see. They withdrew for Farigiraf. Who do they switch to? Torkoal. Okay, Torkoal will go first. Oops. What am I doing? Okay. We could Moonblast. We're probably going to want Dragonite in here. Probably Heat Wave from Torkoal. Oh, no, Eruption. Darkest Lariat. Interesting. Yeah, Torkoal's gonna outspeed Sylveon, so don't think there's much we can do about that. This is tough. We're always in a tough spot with Farigiraf using Trick Room. Basically just anything that prevents Espathra from being the fastest Pokemon on the field. Is always a problem. Because it basically takes out the whole gimmick of having Espathra as the fastest Pokemon. We do have, or at least I should say that whoever was using this team originally, they actually had Wash Rotom, which would actually be helpful, obviously. Or at least just having a better water type. Let's see, what we've got. Last turn of Gravity here. We know that Eruption is going to come from the Torkoal. That's actually... How many turns of Trick Room? This is the last one. So we can actually fake out the Torkoal. Not a whole lot else we can do, though. Yeah, not much we can do after the Eruption pretty much took out everybody on the battlefield. Actually, we could sort of try and save it. Just with another Gravity Hypnosis, but we'll see. It's just too hard. Trick Room makes it so hard. We can't actually do anything. Can't actually do anything else with Sableye here, so since we can't switch out. Except disable on Torkoal just for fun. Honestly, yeah, Incineroar is going to wake up at some point, so. Let's see here. Now we do have gravity, so we could just put Incineroar back to sleep. Although we can't attack, so somewhat of a problem. We can't actually use any of these, so... We're just gonna have to do that, because there's nothing else we can do unless they switched out Incineroar. It's gonna be pretty hard to bring this one back. I mean, if Torkoal stays asleep and we actually get a second Lumina Crash on it, that'd be kind of funny. Weather Ball on Sableye. Well, Torkoal gave us a chance, I guess. Lumina Crash. And we can't use Disable on Incineroar, so... Disable his Weather Ball. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. So many Z's, yes. Everybody's getting the sleep treatment. So there goes Torkoal, I guess. So there's one. We're gonna, whoever they put in though, we're gonna have to put to sleep. So, and Incineroar is gonna eventually wake up, so that's a problem. Let's see, who do they put in next? Farigiraf. Let me guess, he's gonna Trick Room. We are going to... We can't actually... Okay, this is the last turn of Gravity. We can't actually do anything onto Farigiraf since they just switched in. So, kind of unfortunate. And it has Armor Tail, of course, so... Not a whole lot of answers for Farigiraf. Incineroar woke up. Tough. It's tough to make the team work when it gets outsped. Oh my goodness. Although honestly, let me take a look actually. So Basque Legion we could bring into some matchups. And maybe for Farigiraf, the Farigiraf is normal type, so can't actually use Shadow Ball. I mean, there's a couple different ways. Honestly, I don't know. King Gambit, honestly, it's way lower speed, but wouldn't be the worst if it actually did Trick Room. We could try, well, Samurot's faster. I mean, Samurott, I guess, would help sometimes. No to the loss. Yeah, that was tough. That was a tough one. Tough matchup. I don't know. I think maybe Samurott could help with some of those instances where we do need somebody to actually go in for either Incineroar or to put in somebody just for Farigiraf, or even just for a couple instances where they'll actually use Tailwind. Let's say... Although honestly, Incineroar could just help in terms of actually being the lower speed Pokemon for the Trick Rooms, but still having that access to the Dark type moves that we would need. You know what? We'll put in Samurott, I guess, for Basculegion. And we'll see if that doesn't help give us like an extra answer for a couple of the tough matchups that we end up in. We'll leave the Bright Powder on it. Thank you. Yes, hopefully we can turn around here with Scooter 42. We'll see. We'll see what they bring to the table here. Okay. Wash Rotom. Okay, so this is definitely looking like... Could be Mega Kangaskhan, but I don't think it is. Probably another Tailwind user. Honestly, I don't think this would be a matchup we would really need the Samurott for. I think... man. I think we're going to need our fire move here. Just in case it is Mega Charizard. We'll have the Dragonite for that. And for the Aegislash as well. Could go either Sylveon or Victory Bell. You know what? Victory Bell's not best if it's a Mega Charizard. We'll go Sylveon. Samurott is one of your favorites. Nice. Do you prefer the regular Samurott or the Hisuian one? The Hisuian one is like... definitely gives a different vibe from the regular Samurott. Gives the darker vibe. Okay. Garchomp, Whimsicott. Have a feeling, you know, we actually could... I don't know when Espathra would go. But instead of protecting, we could... Nah, we should just protect. Then actually, we'll see. It's probably Tailwind, I assume. Oh, the regular one? Yeah. The regular Gen 5 vibes. Black and white. Gravity. Next time, can you use Kapha Egregious? Yeah, I could use Kapha Egregious. Okay, Rock Slide. That's annoying. We should just disable that. Okay. Okay, we could Hypnosis. We're going to Hypnosis into... So we get Sylveon out there. Black and White was goated. Black and White was so good. Honestly, it would be insane if they brought that to the Switch now. I hope they actually do like a DS game for once. I feel like a lot of love has been given to the Game Boy Advance Pokemon games, but I feel like a DS game needs some love. Should bring it to the Switch. Black and White would be awesome on the Switch. Uh-oh. Encore from the Whimsicott. Rock Slide. Okay, we're gonna have to switch out. We're gonna have to switch out to Sableye. And we will... We could Hyper Voice. But probably best to just Moonblast into the Garchomp. Platinum. Platinum would go insane on the Switch. I feel like everybody would have to get that. Like, that would be like a must-have. Oh, you predicted it. With the Protect. Okay. Moonblast into Sylveon. Now, what we could do here, we could do a couple different things. We could Encore the Garchomp, but we don't really want him to Protect. We could disable Whimsicott. Let's see what happens. Okay, they withdraw Garchomp. They probably know. Yeah. They knew it was going to be a Moonblast into Garchomp. We'll disable Whimsicott, see if they use Moonblast again. Okay. So we do get at least an attack off, but not great. Oh, wow. Aegislash took a ton of damage for that not being effective. Oh, it was a critical hit. I was going to say, they took a ton of damage for that. Let's see. Let's switch out now. Back to Espathra. Hopefully they don't use a ghost move into the Sylveon spot. I don't know that they would. I don't think they would use a ghost move in this. They'd probably use a steel move. I assume this is a steel move. Of course. They actually did a ghost move into it. Okay, we pretty much need Dragonite now. Not the worst to get Gravity out here, because then we can Fire Blast into Whimsicott. Although we maybe could have Fire Blasted into Aegislash. Probably the better move. Because right here, we'll get the Gravity. So Fire Blast won't miss. My stance chains back into defense. And use King's Shield, that's fine. Just so they could set up the Tailwind. Very annoying. Get the Gravity so we don't miss the Fire Blast. I do wonder... Okay. Focus Sash. They probably won't use King's Shield twice. Oh, we get the burn! Oh, down goes Whimsicott, and the Focus Sash doesn't matter. Okay, I'll take that. I mean, finally, something goes our way. Okay, Garchomp is back out. So... Encore the Aegislash. Ice Beam Garchomp. Or we could Draco Meteor. They still have another Pokemon left. But the Draco Meteor would basically guarantee... that's tough. Burns in the chat. Okay, Aegislash has to repeat his shield, King's Shield, which is fine. Not attacking him anyways. Dragon Claw didn't do as much as I thought it would, but it did enough that I kind of need this Draco Meteor to... he had a Haban Berry? What the heck? Of course. Welp. What we can do is we can disable the Garchomp here, and we can actually... We still have 3 turns of gravity. We can Fire Blast into Aegislash. Hopefully Garchomp uses the same move. What does Garchomp use? Or do they switch out here? Yeah, they switch out. Into Charizard. Interesting. Do they Mega the Charizard? What does Charizard do here? Okay, we could... Charizard's going to outspeed, so that's unfortunate. I think Dragonite does go down, because I think they had Tailwind. Yeah, I still have a turn of Tailwind, I think. Let's see, they're probably attacking... Probably Heat Wave. Yeah, that's a problem. The Tailwind is just so problematic. It basically nullifies just the whole strategy of this team. Because I can't have them using Tailwind and then Espathra gets outsped by pretty much everybody. Espathra's just not strong enough to actually like handle most Pokemon. Yeah. So you still have Tailwind? No. Not that it matters now. Yay, Hyper Voice. We go last anyways since Sylveon's very slow. Honestly, we need like an answer just for... Just to sort of like take that first advantage from the Tailwind, because otherwise there's not much that can be done. Once the Tailwind gets out, it's almost like you got to prevent the Tailwind. Well, you can't prevent it, but you almost have to like take Whimsicott out almost immediately, or at least pretty early on in the battle. Because otherwise, like, even just using Tailwind there at the end made it problematic. Okay, they do have Victory Bell. That's interesting. They have Manectric. They have Lucario. Another Mega Frostlass. That'd be kind of weird. I guess not a whole lot Sylveon can do in this matchup. Do we go Victory Bell? Not a whole lot Victory Bell can do either. Not much Samurott can do. Samurott, yeah. Samurott was weak to a lot of them. What typing is... Whimsicott's Grass and Fairy, so it's almost like I need to bring Victory Bell in immediately, or bring in. I guess if I think they're gonna bring in Whimsicott, I could actually do. The Fire Blast. Try and get the Fire Blast off first turn, and use Gravity obviously, so I don't miss the Fire Blast. Okay, they start Victory Bell, which makes me think it's either Mega Gyarados or either Mega Victory Bell. It's got to be at least one of them. Yeah, with Whimsicott being Grass and Fairy, I mean, Victory Bell, if I could bring it in and just use Poison Jab, would go crazy. So maybe that's more of the answer next time whenever I see Whimsicott. Just like with the assumption that they actually start Whimsicott. Okay. Neither of them Mega Evolved? Interesting. Oh yeah, you could use an Ice move, that's true. Could use Ice into Whimsicott. Well, I know Gyarados could have a Dark type move. Encore the Victory Bell. Fairy's weak to Steel and Poison. So Poison would be quadruple effective against... So it'd almost be like... I feel like that's probably the move, maybe? Okay, we're going to switch out Sableye here. We could Lumina Crash the Victory Bell, but they're stuck in Sweet Scent right now. So I think I'm actually gonna Lumina Crash the Gyarados, and then we're gonna switch out to we could switch out in Sylveon, but I think Dragonite's probably safer here. Why do I always choose the bird? The bird is the key Pokemon that I built this team around, so pretty much everything goes around Espathra. Oh, you just made it to Master Ball tier? Nice. That's crazy. Trying to get there, but struggling here. Okay, we could Lumina Crash the Victory Bell. We could Mega, then Ice Beam Gyarados. Does it make more sense? Maybe it makes more sense to... Gyarados could use Crunch or a Dark-type move on Espathra, which we don't want. But we do have Focus Sash, so... Let's just Lumina Crash. Mega, we have Gravity, so we can get away with the Fire Blast into that spot. Yeah, Poison would destroy. That's why I'm like... And I should just be taking the Poison into Whimsicott. And just Poison Jab. Or Gunk Shot. I could actually put Gunk Shot on. Well, I guess Victory Bell didn't have as much special defense as I thought, but I guess the more you know, the more you know. I thought Victory Bell had more special defense than that. What team did you use in Masters? Okay, they bring Frostlass out. Hypnosis the Gyarados. Do we outspeed Frostlass? I don't think so. Actually, we might. We might. Do they Mega Frostlass? I don't think they Mega Frostlass here. They don't. Interesting. The bird looks like it has a wig on. It does. It does have a wig on. And a dress. No, I don't gravitate towards the bird. I gravitate towards the speed boost ability that Espathra has. So each turn that passes, Espathra's speed increases every single turn, which is why Trick Room is so problematic and Tailwind is problematic, because then the opponent's team outspeeds me, which I can't really have because Espathra doesn't survive a lot of big hits. So, yeah, we'll just Hypnosis the Manectric since we outspeed. Can Ice Beam Gyarados. Put Manectric to sleep. Okay, Gyarados goes down. Manectric's the only Pokemon left, and it is asleep. See, I get down to Great Ball 2, and then I just... Yeah. I face a team like this where I don't even really know what the person was trying to do, but yeah, and then I go up to Great Ball 1, and all of a sudden all the crazy strats come out. Yeah, we're just gonna wait. Do we have gravity? We don't have gravity, but that's okay. We'll Draco Meteor it anyways. That was probably overkill. Okay. Oh, Milotic and Garchomp, then Frostlass and Umbreon. Interesting. Oh, they were the Pokemon that you used from the Game Boy Advance and DS games? That's awesome. It's always fun to use the Pokemon that, like, are some of your favorites. It does make it a more enjoyable experience, I feel like. I have seen a couple of... actually, I haven't seen a ton of Milotic and Garchomp right beside each other. But I feel... but I've definitely seen a lot of just Milotic and Garchomp in general. Of people using them. But yeah, I mean, I could set up another team too, because this is the main one I've been using. But I could set up another doubles just for fun. This looks like a Drizzle team, so Pelipper's probably gonna go in first. Set up the Drizzle. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay. So, let's see here. We're definitely going to need Sylveon. I have a lot of dragon types. Do we go Dragonite or Victory Bell? I don't know. Or do we take Samurott for once? I don't know, though. I can't imagine they use both Drizzle and Charizard. That'd be kind of weird. We'll go Dragonite again. Thank you for the blesses. for the bless, for the sneeze. Do you Mega Evolve the Frostlass in that matchup? Or do you Mega Evolve your Garchomp? Or do you not Mega at all? Okay. Will Charizard Mega Evolve? Let's see. Okay. Coil Milotics. Okay. Since you could just run Surf. Yeah, I have seen a lot of Surf from Milotic. Oh, okay. The Frostlass Mega Evolves. Okay. Protect. Gravity. Oh my goodness. Stealth Rock. Okay. Well, we're definitely going to want to put Charizard to sleep. Do we Encore Glamora? Or do we just switch out? We will be taking a Fire Punch, so we could switch Dragonite if they do Fire Punch again into the Sableye spot. I don't know if they do, though. They might not. I think we switch in Dragonite. Hopefully they don't use... I didn't even think. They might use Rock Slide with Glamora. Hopefully not. Interesting. Mortal Spin. Unfortunately, we get poison there. So, okay. So they got Stealth Rock and the poison. Very interesting. Looks like we're going to have to take them out pretty fast. Okay. They don't switch out, it looks like. Battle after this? Sure. Yeah, that'd be fun. I haven't actually haven't done just like a battle viewers, honestly. Could be fun. Kind of surprised they didn't switch out Glamora there. Who do they go to next? They go to... Who do they have in the back? Dragapult, Garchomp. Okay. Well, we still have Gravity. So Hypnosis. We could either Ice Beam, but I don't know. Could also switch out into Sylveon. Could be worth to switch out into Sylveon. I don't know. Risky. Okay, they protect. I should have just switched to Sylveon. They must have thought that I was gonna put Garchomp to sleep. Okay. We're probably gonna want... We could either Hypnosis Garchomp. We could Dazzling Gleam. Might just be worth to Dazzling Gleam. They do have Stealth Rock, so we can't put in Sableye anymore. I think that just barely takes... Does that just barely put us in poison range? Yep. Okay. Okay. Do we... I think we outspeed the Garchomp. We're gonna hyper voice both of them. I don't know. I maybe could have just moonblasted the Dragapult actually. Garchomp uses Dig. Interesting. Of course he wakes up. The protect. And avoided the hyper voice? Oh my gosh. Crap. I don't think we can actually fake out the Garchomp because he's used Dig. Does fake out work on the Dig? I don't think it does. Well, I'm about to find out. No, it doesn't. Okay. I didn't think it did. Crap. Crap, that puts, yeah. I don't think there's anything Sylveon can do about the Dragapult. Maybe the... I almost wonder if the Sableye switching in one turn, like actually coming in it earlier, would have actually helped. Maybe. How the... Okay. How do you do the one? I think the 1v1 is literally just... It's battle. And then it's gotta be private. Okay. Others can join a room where you made by inputting its room ID, and then you can send invitations to friends with Lella and join a room directly. You need to know the ID. If you'd rather spectate the battle, you can choose to watch private battles taking place between other trainers in the room. Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, if you just want to tell me what the room ID is, I could just enter it. Let's see here. 39880861. I don't know how much of a delay my stream is on, but let's see this team, Hugmaster. Let's see it. Let's see. What do we do here? We select a space? Is that how that is? Right? Okay. I guess there's 4 rooms in one thing that everybody can battle. That's interesting. I guess it's almost like if... I guess if you had like a group of people that were doing maybe like a local tournament or something, Maybe that's the use of the 4 rooms. I mean, that's 8 people though. That's a lot of people battling all at once. It'd be cool though. Let me see the Frostlast team. Against Surf. Yeah. I don't know. Oh yeah, the Hisuian. Yes, GLHF. Let's see this master rank teams rather. I want to see it in action. Okay. So you start Garchomp. Okay. And Milotic. Okay. Interesting. Let's see here. Let's see. Well, you've already seen my strategy. Doesn't work all that well. It works sometimes. It works sometimes. Okay, okay. The Rock Slide, okay. And Aqua Ring, okay. So you're gonna get the heal. Okay, what do we got to do here? I'm assuming... I don't know, though. You can't surf, though, because you have Garchomp out. Maybe... We'll see how this goes. Okay, Protect. The Rock Slide, did you go Earthquake? Yeah, Earthquake. I was like, I bet it's Earthquake if it's not Rock Slide. Okay, let's see here. We will go... Oh, wait. We did not bring Dragonite. Dragonite, oh my gosh. Let's see here. Ooh, the Umbreon. Okay. Hypnosis into the Milotic. Okay, let's see. What do we have? We have 2 turns of gravity. Yeah, we can't really risk taking a hit from Umbreon at all. Well, what do you have in the back? Charizard is in the back. Charizard could get switched in. That's tough. Unless we Poison Jab. The Mega Victory Bell. Oh, a big guy. Big guy, pants on the ground. What? Whatever that song is, I forget. SpongeBob, big guy. Okay, so Umbreon's asleep. I guess he's switching Garchomp? Yeah. Garchomp protects. Does Garchomp protect? This is a little risky. We do outspeed. Do we hypnosis? No. I think we actually... I think we power whip again. Maybe I should have power whipped in the Garchomp spot though. That probably would have been smart. Okay, Citrus Berry on the Umbreon. Okay, that Citrus Berry did help it out. No gravity here. We do go first. He could have Sucker Punch though. I don't think he does. Maybe you do. We could do this. Ah, that's unfortunate. Okay, Umbreon wakes up. So we do get Dazzling Gleam off into Garchomp. Okay, hopefully I survive this earthquake. I already know Espathra is going down. Oh yes, okay, Victory Bell does survive the earthquake. That's big. Sableye or Sylveon? I guess there's some argument to Sylveon here, maybe. Tough. Okay. Okay. Sylveon I could have brought in. I could use Fairy on both, but disable? Tempting. I don't think we can disable here. Oops. Not paying attention. Not paying attention to the time. Whoops. Did not think I had 1 second left. I was about to poison jab the Umbreon. Okay. Toxic. Maybe Toxic for a switch in of Sylveon. Okay. Mega. We're going to assume Frostlass attacks here, probably with an Ice move. Teach Sableye Squash. I think it delays the opponent's attack. Interesting. We do have Trickster ability, so we are able to use most of our moves priority, but not every move. Okay, Protect on the Umbreon. What is Mega? Yeah, Blizzard. That's gonna take out Victory Bell, but we will get our ability off here. Innards out, which will take out the Mega. Pretty sure Umbreon's faster than Sylveon. I actually have no idea. I'm pretty sure you're faster. I think Umbreon's faster. Oh no, Sylveon was faster. Yeah, GG's. Yeah, thank you for showing me that. That was cool. I haven't tried Mega Glalie yet. My when I find that it's hard for my team whenever I get outsped. So a lot of the teams that have these setups where they either get Tailwind or they use Trick Room, I feel like that's always my biggest problem. But GG's, that was fun. That was a good match. That was probably like the closest one I've had. So like, because I've had some where I just are like, I guess in Great Ball 2 it was kind of weird, but yeah, I don't know. I'm struggling right now with Great Ball 1. It is tough. I will actually BRB right now. I have to be right back real quick. I'm back. I had to pee. Sorry about that. Had to pee there. But I am back. I am back. Yes, thank you. So, exposing my water drinking. Oh my gosh. Oh, the hypnosis threw you off. Yeah, yeah. The hypnosis one. That's the big thing. Is like the whole strategy of the team is use gravity so that hypnosis doesn't miss. But then it's really up to me to know like who I should be attacking, if I should hypnosis again, or if I should try and go on the offensive and switch out and try and or do I keep Sableye in? That's always like the hard part. Oops. But the trickiest part is definitely these teams that outspeed me, because it just makes the Espathra like speed boost ability so much harder, because especially Trick Room like completely messes up this team. Which I know is problematic because there's a lot of people that have Farigiraf with the Trick Room. Ooh, Jaws, my favorite movie. So that does make it hard. Okay. Okay, they have a couple interesting choices here, actually. They have 2 psychic types. Haven't seen a lot of that so far. Do we actually bring Samurott in for once? It's a little tempting. I'm not gonna lie. Although if it's a Alolan Raichu, that's kind of hard. You've never seen Gravity in competitive play. I hope you find a comp that works. Yes. Yeah, honestly, I should really be switching it up a little bit more just to see, like, what works better. Because so far, it's just been me, like, mostly messing around with Mega Garchomp. Or not Mega Garchomp. Mega Dragonite. And it's just, like, not quite getting it done. So I feel like maybe there's a better answer than Dragonite. And probably a better answer than Hisuian Samurott too. I haven't tried it out enough to know, but it is fun. It is fun to use Gravity and Hypnosis. It is a fun little strategy. And the speed boost ability from Espathra makes it a little bit easier sometimes. Obviously, unless they use Trick Room, then it's completely ruins my strategy. Okay, we'll protect, and we'll see what they do. Gengar and Charizard. That's an interesting start. Mega Charizard. Yes, huge shout out to the viewers. Honestly, there've been a lot of people on tonight. It's crazy. Oh, Cofagrigus. I'm sorry, I forgot to put in Cofagrigus. Heat Wave. Sableye will survive. Even with the sun up. That's interesting. It's still 2 turns for wow, Mega Charizard to Heat Wave. Okay. I think the clear hypnosis here is for Charizard. If we get hit with a ghost move, not the worst thing to have Sylveon go in. Do they use a ghost move on the Sableye spot? Let's see what Gengar does. Oh. Nope. Shadow Ball into Espathra. We will hang on with Focus Sash, though. Okay. Lumina Crash the Gengar? No. Hypnosis the Gengar. I also shouldn't have Psyshock and Psychic on here because that's kind of just a waste. I should actually switch one of those out. think Charizard might wake up here, though, and use Heat Wave. So unfortunately, Espathra might go down. Oh, Charizard stays asleep. That's big. That's big that Charizard stayed asleep. Okay, we know Charizard's probably going to use Heat Wave. We can Lumina Crash into Gengar, and we can... we could either Psychic the Charizard or switch out to Samurott. Probably a Heat Wave from Mega Charizard. The votes keep going up and down for Mega Charizard X or Mega Charizard Y. I know, how rude of me. I didn't put in Cough Egregious. My bad, my bad. Okay, Heat Wave into Samurott. That did a lot more than I thought it would. My goodness. Okay. We're going to put Sableye back in so we can, let's see. Oh, Mega Mewtwo raids back in July. That's awesome. Okay, we'll fake out the... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Fake out the Charizard. Do we... I think we have the Aqua Cutter. Honestly, yeah. Mega Mewtwo raids are always super hype. Crap. Guess it should have been... Oh, you're gonna head out? Thanks for joining, Pugmaster. That was a fun match. Yes. Yes, we'll have to have a rematch sometime. Sylveon. Okay. Not good. We needed the Ceaseless Edge from Hisuian Samurott to land pretty much to have a real shot at this. Perhaps Hisuian Samurott is not the answer because he does not have the special defense, I don't think. Survives with 8%. That is unfortunate. We're gonna Hyper Voice just to get some damage on Charizard, some more damage. Hopefully they use the Heat Wave again. Oh, the Shadow Mewtwo you have really sucks. Oh man, that sucks. Yeah, I think my Shadow one isn't very good either. Yeah, there's not much else we can do here. Because they're gonna switch in. Who do they switch in? Greninja. Not the worst possibility, but this is gonna be hard. Yeah, because Greninja's gonna outspeed Sylveon, unfortunately. Yeah, so we get Mega Charizard stuck in an Encore, but it won't matter. Because Greninja will use Ice Beam? Well, that was odd. Not sure why Greninja didn't attack Sylveon there. Hopefully this KOs. We might actually have a shot. Oh my goodness, they have a focus sash. We actually had a shot if it weren't for that. Man, that's unfortunate. Because Charizard actually got stuck in a disabled, like, an encore of a move that was disabled. So he actually couldn't attack. So, yeah, Greninja is going to obviously get the KO. Oh my goodness. One mistake after another. They almost made a big mistake there, though, actually taking out the Sableye instead of the Sylveon. Dang it. Oops. Sorry. Didn't want to hit continue battling. Cancel. I'll put in Cough Egregious. Let's put him in. Where is he? Cough Egregious doesn't really serve a purpose in this team, but we'll put him in. Yay. A lot of cheering for Cough Egregious. Sure, we'll just give him Citrus. Finally. Didn't know there was a Cough Egregious fan club. It's got a lot of fans. And does this mean I have to actually use Cough Egregious? Okay, well, we'll see how this goes. This could be interesting. This could, this could be rough. Yeah, Trick Room makes this team very hard. The problem is when my opponent uses Trick Room, and then Espathra goes from the fastest Pokemon to the least fastest. Espathra Sableye. And then... Let's see. Cough Egregious doesn't really go into any of these Pokemon. But if you insist that I use him, I guess I will. Not a whole lot of answers here. Probably gonna need... Yeah. Probably Sylveon. Even though Sylveon's so slow. Well, let's see. Who do they bring? Use Weavile with Prankster. Okay. Yeah, the taunt to stop the Trick Room. That's smart. I don't know. I don't think Weavile learns Gravity, though. We do use Gravity and then Hypnosis, so then Espathra can use Hypnosis on anybody. It'd be cool if Weavile actually does have... actually did have a... the ability to use Gravity. I don't know if it does have access to Gravity, though. Disable on Steelix. Do they use Stomping Tantrum again? Okay, they use Rock Polish. Okay, we're gonna do that. Wait. We'll switch in Kava Egregious. I don't know how this is gonna go. This will be a little weird. Okay, we're gonna use Lumina Crash, so we can actually reduce somebody's defense, and then Cough Egregious can Shadow Ball into them. Or Energy Ball. I think we actually might, yeah, Lumina Crash, lower special defense. We could Calm Mind Energy Ball, but that would take another turn. Lumina Crash reduces special defense. Critical hit, nice, I'll take that. So special defense goes down by 2. Is Cough Egregious going to get a knockout? Armorooz wakes up. Flame Charge, that's fine. That did nothing. Cough Egregious uses Energy Ball. And gets the KO on Steelix. Look at that. Cough Egregious can actually doing something for the team. Let's go. Victory Bell. This is our last turn of Gravity, so we might as well put somebody to sleep. No. Let's Lumina Crash, Victory Bell. They might protect here, but we'll Shadow Ball Armorooz. Lumina Crash, super effective, so that takes out Victory Bell. Okay. Psyshock? What is this moveset? Armorooz almost gets taken out by that. Gravity's back to normal. We can't put anybody to sleep, but they are down to Hawlucha, who we can also Lumina Crash into. So they were pretty weak to Psychic, honestly. Looks like Cough Egregious gets the win. That's a dub. Flamethrower. Very interesting set there on Armorooz. Big dubs, big dubs. Big dubs for Cough Egregious. He did his thing, I guess. He did his thing. The Cough Egregious fan club. They can all celebrate that one. Oh, told you. We won, yes, yes, you did. did result in a W. That is true. Okay, Incineroar here. Archaludon. they have a lot of dragon types, so I feel like Sylveon is probably a must. Not seeing much else other than looks like Cofagrigus is coming back. Why not? If I'm gonna keep using him, I might as well switch out his Haze attack, because Haze is not something we want since Espathra gets all the speed boosts. We don't want to get rid of Espathra's speed boost. So that would be bad if we got rid of that. So I should probably switch out the Haze. Frostlass and Incineroar, do they Mega Frostlass? Yeah. They Mega Frostlass, okay. Start placing me against teams that are stronger against it. Yeah. Yeah, I have noticed that as I get into the Ultra Ball tier, I face some crazy teams that make it pretty hard. Incineroar uses Fake Out. Kind of knew that was going to happen. Anytime anybody uses Incineroar, they almost always Fake Out onto the Espathra. Okay, they're going to use Blizzard. We should just disable Blizzard, honestly. Put Incineroar to sleep. That would allow for a switch in. To Cofagrigus. Hypnosis, Incineroar. Oh wait, we can't disable. Shoot. It's probably gonna use a dark move. We'll switch to Sylveon. Probably gonna use a dark move into the Sableye spot. Let's see what Incineroar does here. Flare Blitz. Odd. Okay. I wasn't expecting a Flare Blitz there, if I'm being honest. Moonblast. Do we Moonblast or do we Hyper Voice? Maybe we Hyper Voice. I'll also be curious here if Frostlass stays asleep. That'd be huge if it does. Oh, crap. You had a Lumberry. And Frostlass wakes up. Crap. You did it by spamming Pokemon with Hypnosis and Sleep Powder? Yes. Vivillon and Chimecho. Interesting. Let's Shadow Ball. Let's see what happens here. Hypnosis, Shadow Ball. Not great. Yeah, it's going to do a lot of damage. We do have another turn of gravity here, so we could put Incineroar to sleep. Shadow Ball. In hopes that Frostlass stays asleep. Although it woke up last time. No Lumberry, so he can't wake himself up. Oh, it got hardy as he went up Masters, facing people with a switch out and run Protect. Yeah, yeah. Once people start running Protect and Encore, yeah. Yeah, you gotta think. It does make it a lot more complicated because you gotta think of like, will they Protect here? Will they Encore into my spot? It does make it more complicated. Okay, we lose Gravity, which is unfortunate because now we can't we can't put anybody to sleep. Okay, they have Milotic. We could Lumina Crash. Energy Ball. Cough Egregious on X Games mode. He's trying his best out there. He really is. We'll see what Milotic does. It'll probably use Surf. Probably not. It won't take out their own Pokemon. Ah, Scald. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that's problematic. And Incineroar wakes up. Yeah. Not ideal. That's a GG. Sableye does not have an attack, so Sableye cannot attack. Oh my goodness. The struggle is real. We got to end on at least one W. Can't end on a loss. Can't end on a loss. Let's see here. Let's see here. What do they got? What do they got? Is Victory Bell? Victory Bell actually does look decent in this matchup. They have two fairy types. Actually, if they start Tailwind, honestly, that's super annoying. But definitely possible. Yeah, we're gonna need, probably gonna need Dragonite here. Not the most ideal here. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna see what Dragonite does here. What do they got? Charizard. Okay. I have a feeling I know how this one's gonna go. Probably a Tailwind into Mega Charizard. Fake out the Whimsicott. Yeah, fighting and poison does counter a lot. It could be one of those Pokemon that I might just need to try and find a way to fit into the team. Because, yeah, so many people are using Hisuian Sneasler. It's crazy. It's basically like a staple of, like, most teams. Protect on Espathra. We're going to use Gravity. We're going to see what Whimsicott does here. Moonblast. Okay, so Whimsicott didn't Tailwind. That's a little interesting. Unfortunately, they got the critical hit. That's annoying. It's really annoying, actually, that they got the critical hit. Yeah, we can't take a Heat Wave, obviously, with Victory Bell, so... Let's see. Charizard's probably going to use Heat Wave again. They Tailwind. Fire Blast into Whimsicott, and it has Focus Sash. Oh, but it gets burned. Let's go. That's what they get for getting the critical hit on me earlier. Well, a little bit of luck with that one. Not gonna lie. But we'll take it. We'll take that. We'll take a little bit of extra luck. Who do they switch in? They send out Sneasler. Do we out? We probably don't. They have Tailwind. How many turns? We got 3 more turns of Gravity. We could Protect here. And, Ice Beam the Draco Meteor the Charizard. We'll see what Sneasler does. Fake Out into his Espathra. Okay, that's fine. Lumina Crash Sneasler. Extreme Speed the Charizard. We'll see. We'll see if that was the right move. I don't know if that was the right move. Okay, we take out the Charizard, which is good. Kind of needed that. Do we outspeed Sneasler? No. They have, yeah. I do wonder, though. Let's see what Dragonite can do. Okay. Put in Victory Bell. Who do they have in the back? Oh, King Gambit. Okay. Well, it's gonna be tough to do this one. Not sure what King Gamut's going to do here. Oh, Dragonite just barely survives with 3 HP. Please don't be flinched. Katao Cleave. Fire Blast. Fire Blast isn't enough. That's unfortunate. Oh, but it did get burned. Tailwind petered out. Welp. I think, unfortunately, Sneasler does maybe outspeed us still. And I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to see what happens. Not looking great. Let's see. Can we... I don't know if we can get 80% on Sneasler, though. He gets us with a Sucker Punch, which we couldn't really do anything about that. That's unfortunate. I do wonder. I don't know if Mega Dragonite would have been faster than Sneasler there. Alrighty. We cannot end on a loss. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately the Sucker Punch there was hard to beat there. Honestly, yeah, I don't know. Maybe switching out Ice Beam. Espathra, Sableye. Garchomp. Sylveon. Sylveon. Oops, camera went out. Whoops. Disappeared from existence. Okay. Do we bring Victory Bell in for Whimsicott? We'll see. We'll see if that's the right move. Yeah, another Sasher, Scarf, Whimsicott. Yeah, they're in pretty much every match that I face. I'm back. Yes, back from disappearance. Let's see. W's, big W's. Oh my gosh. Okay. Absol Arcanine. Let's see what they do here. Do they Mega the Absol? I guess not. Arcanine Flame Charge. Absol Brutal Swing. Okay. Interesting. Hypnosis the Absol, and we will... Let's see if we can't get a Disable on the Arcanine. See if he uses the same move. Does he use Flame Charge again? We'll see. Nope. Use Temper Flare. Okay. Dazzling Gleam. We'll switch out to Sylveon here. Yeah, the Pavilion and Chimecho guy. Nice. What does Arcanine do here? Scary Face? Okay. Scary Face into that spot. Dazzling Gleam, and then we're gonna actually gonna Psychic into the Arcanine spot. Ah, it's unfortunate. Oh, but he uses Sucker Punch on Sylveon instead of Espathra? That didn't really make any sense. Why did he not use Sucker Punch on an Espathra? I got in this account. I thought it'd be cool to check out my team. I have it posted, not self-promoting on stream. It's definitely not meta. Okay, they brought out Whimsicott third. This is the last turn of Gravity here, so I can actually put Whimsicott to sleep. So he actually can't. So Whimsicott can't Tailwind on us, which is important because we don't want that. No Tailwind for you, buddy. Yeah, we're in a pretty good spot now. I'm not really sure why they brought Whimsicott out third and didn't start with Whimsicott. That didn't quite make sense. Who do they have in the back? They have Frostlass. Oh my goodness. They're cooked. Yeah. We're going to do that, and then we're going to do that, and we're just going to see what happens. GG's. That should be a GG. I don't think there's anything they can do about this. Whimsicott goes down, so they can't even set up a Tailwind for their Frostlass. Okay, they're going to get Hex off. I guess I probably should just Moonblast into the Frostlass, thinking back now, rather than Hyper Voice. But I guess it doesn't matter. GG's. GG's. That was, we needed that. We needed to end on that. Ending on a W. W's in the chat. It's late now. But thank you all so much for joining, honestly. This was super fun. This was a good time, honestly. I gotta actually, like, legitimately strategize the team a little bit better. I have the basics down of the first two that I want in, but the Pokemon around them could use a little bit of work. But thank you all so much for joining. Throughout this live stream, I've had concurrent viewers of almost like 20 people on mobile, which is awesome. And I think like up to like 10 to 15 people on desktop as well. So thank you all so much for joining. This was a ton of fun. I'm definitely going to keep playing Pokemon Champions I feel like there's a ton of hype around it right now. So definitely a lot of fun. So thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the $2 chat. Hopefully you enjoyed. The winning gift. Thank you. Yeah, it's a good thing I ended on dub, honestly. That would have been awkward if I ended on the L, but thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yes. It is addicting. I honestly will admit, like, competitive Pokemon is super addicting. It's It's got its fun. There's lots of different like fun aspects to it, and just like making different teams and stuff. But I'll definitely be on it again. So if you want to do a private battle, let me know. I could definitely make it. So I'll catch you all on the next one.